Hi everybody, DJ Rick live at NAMM, one of the hottest places in the world to be, and of NAMM itself, the hottest place we wanted to check out was Pioneer. I'm with DJ Lars. He's going to walk us through the CDJ-2000. Thank you, Lars.
Thank you for coming. Alright, so what we got here is the CDJ-2000 record box and the CDJ-900. First I want to talk about the CDJ-2000, our brand new player. This is the next level up from the CDJ-1000, which has been the industry standard since 2001. So this is a CD player. It also plays CD-ROMs and DVD-ROMs. But in addition to that, it has a USB port which allows you to play back digital files from a USB stick or from an external hard drive. So right here, if I select disk, I'm accessing the disk drive. If I select USB, I'm accessing this USB port. And if I select link, I'm accessing the USB port on the other player. The two players are connected with an Ethernet cable. Ethernet is very fast, about twice as fast as USB 2.0. So what that allows you to do is play back the same file from the same hard drive on up to 4 players at the same time. All these players share the same information via the Ethernet cables. And then additionally, I also have an SD card slot right here, so I can also play music back from an SD card. Now, if I select my USB stick right here, I can now search my library by artist, by album, and by track. And let's say I select track, now I can also do a sort. So if I press menu, I can now sort my entire library by, for example, BPM. Now I can also create playlists. It records my history. Every time I play a track for more than half a minute, it goes into history. And then later on, I can take my history and save it as a playlist if I played a particularly good set that I might want to play again or want to select from again. If I select search right here, this strip turns into a keyboard. So now I can just type in the letter of the track that I'm looking for, and it brings up everything with those letters in it. I can also type in numbers and characters. If somebody walks up to me with just an iPod that hasn't been formatted by the Rekordbox software, I can access that as well. I can just go in here and access the folder structure. And yeah, those are my ways of searching the music on my CDJ-2000. Now the other thing that this strip right here is needle dropping. So just like on a record, I can just, if I need to get to the middle of the track, I can just drop my needle in right here. Now I have to press down on the platter or press pause in order for needle drop to work, because we have a needle lock right here if you just touch it, so you don't accidentally skip inside your track. You know, we have the needle lock feature. Now, if you're using this as a CD player, it's pretty much the same as a CDJ-1000. There are only a few things that are different. We've added a 4-beat loop. Let me select a different track here. So if I press 4-beat loop, regardless of when I press it, it gives me a perfect loop. And then when I press the 4-beat loop again, it acts as a loop cutter, and it goes from a 4-beat loop to a 2-beat loop to a 1-beat loop and so forth. The other thing that was improved is the jog adjust. This is a feature that was introduced on the CDJ-1000 Mark III. If you turn it to the left, the jog feels lighter, and if you turn it to the right, the jog feels heavier. And this, just the range is now greater, from going from very light to very heavy. So those are the main features of the CDJ-2000. I also want to point out that there's a sound card built in. So if you're using this with a digital vinyl solution like Serato or Tractor or something like that, you don't need to bring the sound card with you. I mean, in fact, with Serato you do, because their software doesn't work without a sound card. But with all the other digital vinyl solutions, you can use this, use the sound card that's built in. And it supports those digital vinyl solutions like Serato, Tractor, Mix Vibes, and Virtual DJ in HID mode. So what that means is you don't need to bring the control signal CD with you, and this wheel here will light up red. That lets you know that you're in HID mode, and then everything is pre-assigned. So your play button is your play button, your pitch control is your pitch control. So it's really plug and play, you know. So what that means for a nightclub is For the last few years, it's been difficult for a nightclub to buy the right gear. No matter how much money you spend, you couldn't please every DJ. So for the first time, we now have a player that that every DJ can use. It doesn't matter if you're using MIDI, if you're using HID, if you're playing off of an external hard drive, if you're playing CDs. This player can handle it all.